We have two of these smart locks we're going to install today. The company's name is Veise, called Veise. And so what we're going to do is get these locks installed. If you've ever done a door lock, it's just like every other door lock, except it has this extra cable. And the extra cable is going to get mounted into the back of that hardware right there. That's at a later point. This is VE017G for gateway. And this is the gateway that will help our phones communicate to the locks. Now, this is a VE017 without the G. It has the same cabling and the same mechanism on the back, just like the other lock. But without the gateway, this lock needs the gateway to be able to be used with their phone. If the phones are within range of the gateway, then all these can be added to the same app. But that gateway is pretty important. Veise sent us these two locks to do a video review and install. So just so you know, we'll have links in the description below if either of these are something that you need. Affordability wise, I think this was $150 normally and this was $100. It's a really decent price. There's a sequence to do this correctly. First thing we're going to do is install each lock. Then we're going to set up our phone app. Then we'll install the batteries. The reason being is once you put the batteries in here, the lock will start to try to calibrate itself. You want it calibrating itself once it's installed and it's in correct position. If you get ahead of yourself, so let's say you already put the batteries in and it does some weird calibrating, putting the lock in and out, etc. They provide you a bronze or gold reset tool. And the reset tool can be used to just poke in the back of the lock and manually reset it. Yeah, now we're putting the new deadbolt or locking mechanism in the deadbolt slot. And you can see right there, the hole is, that horizontal hole should be in the middle of this hole. So we have to make it longer. And to do that, all we have to do is turn this. And now that little button moved from that slot to this slot. Now it's the right length. We'll double check. And there it is in the middle of the hole. So we're good to go. Now we can take the keypad housing and we're going to go ahead and feed this under. This is going to go in first. And then we're going to get this bar, and this bar should be horizontal to match the lock itself. And this is a little bit of just aligning all these things together. There we go. Okay, so there it's coming through that hole. Now that we got the mounting plate on there, I want to connect the cable to that right there. So everything's just going to hang here for a little bit. All right, so now we can put this back the way it's supposed to be. Got one screw in here to mount this plate to the front of the lock, and then we'll do the second one. And they're pretty long screws. Okay, now we're going to line these up. I'll put this on the side of this one. I want this blue piece to be level, so it's going to, like a door here, I'm just going to close it over that. So this blue piece has to go on that post, like so. There we go, good fit. Now you take these little tiny screws, and there's a hole here, and a hole there, and a hole in the bottom. And we're going to put those screws in. And this is just affixing the back plate to the mounting plate. Okay. That's good. Now we're going to go ahead and get the other lock. Okay, on this one the offset on this is different than the other door, so this is just going in regular. And then once I put it in the slot, this is in the middle. That horizontal line is in the middle of the lock. That's how you know you have it right. Feed the cord.
align this horizontal into the hole. So the cord's through the bottom, the horizontal bar through the middle. Okay, I'm going to connect the cable. So they have red markings on both sides, just so you know you got right to right. There we go. Snaps in, okay. Now the blue, you want that horizontal. We'll put it off to the side here like a hinge door. And that blue is horizontal-ish. Okay.
In the previous video, we had an issue with the installation of this lock. When we got it all put together, it didn't work. And so we called Customer Smart. I gotta say, customer support was great. I got a hold of them just by calling them. They walked us through a diagnosis of the original lock, and it was bad. And so they immediately sent us out a new one, which was really cool. Put it on. It follows the exact same procedures that you just saw. Once the lock is on, then you put in the batteries, and not before. Once you do that, it'll start calibrating itself. The lock will close itself, open itself, and it's just calibrating. Follow the information on your app. And setup is very easy. I get a notification whenever the door is opened or whenever the door is locked. That notification comes to me on my phone. Check out the link in the description below. Hope this video helps. Thanks a lot for watching. We will see you in the next video.